CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom. Make me... I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating and I'm reading a book. And this wave just comes up.
It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although, hopefully not. Ironic, isn't it? It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder, but
he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill me. Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Old girl!
No,
She was
Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Old girl!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Ironic, isn't it? Which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder, but
he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Are you insane? Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder.
But he drinks a lot.
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Handle. When they're dead, they're just hookers. The thermostat's becoming sentient. Oh God, that's how maximum overdrive started. That's how maximum overdrive started. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road.
Danger zone. Danger zone.
I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill.
Okay, well, I didn't hear any audio out of that. I hope everybody else did. Anyway, welcome to another Drunken News Report with Slim Cyborg. and the stream pervs. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Make sure that you subscribe, like, please, if you could. It's only like $2 or something a month to become a member. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notification for all notifications. So every time we do this crazy stuff, which is 4 times a week, you are told about it by the YouTubes. All right, folks, now let's go ahead and bring in all of our peeps, our Kitty, our co-host, Coco, blah, 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 all the stream pervs, all of them at the same time. So here we go.
Jerry, come here, Jerry. Jerry, the spirits have spoken. Listen closely, for this is your final message. At 3:33 in the morning, you will die. They will come, and they will take you to the dark dimension. Your time has come. You will not be missed. Meow.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Hauling ass, dragging holes, even 40 below. Of the past, down a pit, snow or rain gives no shits. Throwing chains, hooking hooks, giving Big Iron a good look. Here he comes, fairly tame. What the fuck is his name? Al Trucker! Al Trucker!
All right, how's everyone doing?
Doing good. How are you?
It's warm outside, but luckily I'm not, so it's fine.
It's hot and humid.
I was doing pretty good until I just got screwed over by someone.
Oh.
I got screwed out of my first place. You motherfucking ass.
What?
How'd you get screwed over?
He knows what I'm talking about.
All right, I missed it. I've been gone so fucking long, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Where you been, fucker?
Where have I been? I've been trucking. I've been all over the trucking place, trucking here, trucking there. I haven't fucking stopped. And I just wanted to say, if you lick and describe, you'll find out that the pie is not just hot and moist; it's also tangy.
Ooh, all right. We'll have to try that. I almost thought you were referencing that thing from Archer, but no, I think
that's what I was. Was referencing. That's what made me think of it.
Okay,
that we should add that in to, because if people are here for the first time, they might want to lick and describe, which is like and subscribe, right?
Yes,
and they would definitely describe it as tangy. I've been gone a while, but I mean, I've been gone so long as to know that it hasn't stopped being tangy, has it?
Yeah. Well, no, definitely not. And it will leave a taste in your mouth for sure. Anyways, let's crack on. Let's do our intros. We're talking about how the stream. Yeah. Sorry, we got so lowbrow for you, dog. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our disclaimer and intros, and then we'll say hello to the side of my chest, and then we will get into the thing. If you've not voted in the poll, go ahead and vote in the poll, please. And we will tally those poll numbers, or you stroking my poll or pressing my. I don't know about anything. Play with the poll.
And like they're Americans, so if he doesn't like the results, we'll just do whatever we want anyway. So
it's all a bot system, anyways, right? I can just control it over here, just like it with everything else, right? You know.
That's what I hear.
With all those stock accounts you've got, you can pretty much control it.
I miss Socky McSockface and who Demon Orb, is that the one who always had all the fucking? Yeah, I think Demon Orb is the one with all the Socky.
Demon had a couple of
yeah, that was so much fun. Yeah. So let's do this, and then we'll do that, and then stuff and things. Haha.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, you're stupid. All right, let's say hello to this side of my chats. And we have a stop the stupidity.
Oh, stop.
No.
And look at that last comment that just came in.
I know.
Because Stop Stupidity has been a member for 12 months.
Yeah.
They can't, they won't, and they don't stop.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that's about how long we've been doing this. Although we'd have to talk skits because he's the oldest member, for sure.
Oh, yeah, memberships began.
Yes, exactly. Timothy. He was
one
of
the dawn of time.
He's the OG. Yeah. He's the OG, motherfucker.
You were the OG member. Hospital, and that was 3 years ago. So,
3 years.
Yeah.
How long have I known all y'all? It's been a while.
It's probably two.
It's more than 2 years.
Okay,
more than 2 years for sure.
I would agree. I know
I don't
Brainless for like.
Well, I mean, I don't go back. I'm not OG, right? I mean, I'm not going to claim that. I'm a recent.
What's Corona? Because I think it started with Corona.
It was Corona.
Playing games with on Pip's stream because, there was fuck all up to do.
Yeah,
nobody could go anywhere.
I found Glober Mom and then the Shills, and then Pip was part of the Shills, and so was Glober Mom. And then I started doing the streaming with them, and then Mama and Huge Arse are the ones who pushed me to start doing videos and to start streaming like what we're doing now, like this format. Mama and Huge Arse are the ones who pushed me to do this. Although Huge Arse was like, "Go debate," and I was like, "No, I don't do debates." So that's why this is where we're at, is because of both of them.
Yeah, no, you're not a debater. You're not a debater. You're a masturbator.
Not a debater, yeah.
A master debater.
I'm a
master. I'm a masturbator when I go fishing.
Yes.
If you're holding your pike, it's because you are a masturbator.
Yes. So, and then I met you, Brainless, and then a couple of the other content creators that Team Skeptic and MC Tune and those people.
Yeah, I met Mom and Pip through what's his name again? Mr. Sensible.
Oh, Mr. Sensible, yeah.
Mr. Sensible.
He was one of them as well. Hey Ollie, elbows up.
Hey Ollie.
Ollie's here.
Oh, definitely.
Elbows up, Ollie. Elbows up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jasper.
Jasper.
We have a cast. Jasper. And
Hey,
once again, thanks
Jas.
very much. Stop the stupidity.
A whole year. Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jasper.
A whole year of wasting money.
It's not wasted if you paid for Slim to get wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I
kind
Put a
of true.
smile on his face. Is that not priceless? That's totally worth $2 a month.
exactly. I feel like we give you some entertainment.
Only a little.
Jasper. Oh, don't forget Limey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
R.I.P. Limey.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah.
And then Jasper has been a member for 23 months. So, Jesus.
Ooh, almost.
Oh, my God. We've been doing this for almost 2 years now. They've let me do this.
Over that, I think, even. But, yeah.
I didn't know we were that far into the game, but I guess
I
so.
could
It
have told
makes
you
sense.
that, remember? Because I went back and watched your very first video.
Yeah.
How cringe was that?
How long ago was that? Was there a date on it?
Yeah, but I don't remember. It's on his YouTube channel.
It's definitely during COVID, so it's
Yeah,
around that year because again, you're right, Brainless.
And
I
it was
started.
no green screen.
Yeah, no, I started streaming. Well, I did like 2 podcasts, ghetto style, I guess is the best way to put it. Then we started doing the game streams, and then that's when other people were out. Then I started doing the edited videos. Then people were like, "You need to start streaming," and YouTube gave me the opportunity through StreamYard, and so then here we are now. Jesus. Okay, let's get into days of the week. Let's see. What are the days of the year? What did International Picnic Day?
Isn't it
What
not
day?
enough
Way too hot for a
to jump in
freaking
the
picnic.
nuts
No,
day?
thank you.
International Big Dick Day? What?
No.
Big Dick Day.
No, thank you. Too hot. Pass.
Did you say big dick, like as in like a
Picnic.
lighter, or
No, like
big
a
dick?
picnic.
Oh, picnic. Not today. Jesus, I just want the air conditioner to keep working in this tractor here.
Yeah.
Or prime mover for those that are in certain places.
Although
You
I
might
am
have
down.
Masturbator Day.
Trump in the neck day.
Masturbator Day. National Go Fishing Day.
Yeah, fishing is awesome.
Yes.
One of my favorite pastimes.
I love
Sustainable Gastronomy Day. What the hell?
What is it?
Hold on. Let me say stuff.
These are silly. Who decides
Of course
these?
they are.
Who to decide these though?
You can make up your own right now.
Well, no, the thing is, what you do is that you have an organization, a nonprofit. Most of these are nonprofits that will go, or like companies like McDonald's will do like Mc blah 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 day, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so it is paid. They're usually paid for to like
National Burger Day.
Government, even though they say international or national or whatever, but they're not. But like, you can just go to your local government and give them money, and then make a day,
and they just declare it.
Or I can
and you'll see
make
that
a day and not do any of the bureaucratic BS.
Oh, just say it's anal polyps day.
Yeah. The only way to actually get go ahead and say that one more time. Now, say it one more time.
Oh, it's anal polyps day.
Yeah, thank you.
And I don't know whether I'm reading off the list or not.
No, you're definitely.
That's awful. Yeah.
So the thing you can do is you can get a parade. You can start a communal thing, a community thing, where people gather at certain places. The only problem is you're eventually going to have to start getting permits, and then blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, it's you start shutting shit down, but I'm planning to walk to end plantar fasciitis.
Cool. Good luck with that.
Ouch. That's gonna hurt, right?
It is gonna hurt. Yes.
That is very painful.
Okay.
Does anybody have a drum kit?
But there's the closest I can get. Anyways, here we blow. So let's go over the things. National Go Fishing Day. I would love to do that. Next one is International Sushi Day.
Yum.
And I love yes, and I want some sushi now.
Yeah.
Ever since I read this morning, I was like, God damn, now I want some. Anyways, and I love how it's
and why didn't you
international.
order?
What?
I didn't. Anyways, I don't. Anyways, so Sustainable Gastronomy Day. I know I said that wrong.
Gastronomy.
Gastronomy,
not astronomy.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not about farting. I thought this was about Sustainable Farting Day. That's what I thought it was.
No, it's a cooking. It's a cooking thing, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's food. It's food.
It's not wasting. I guess it's about not wasting food.
No, it's trying to use plant-based, use local ingredients, like.
It's being sustainable practices around the world, but it's also making it fun and meaningful ways to cook your food with sustainable practices. So cook with local ingredients.
So much fun cooking for yourself.
That's why I don't do it anymore. Don't do it. Anyways, try a plant-based recipe. Learn about food waste reduction. Support small food producers, local again. Explore traditional cooking. Educate yourself and others by reading and taking some time reading about sustainable food practices, and start an herb garden.
And, like there's two things in there that are contradictory. Try plant-based and traditional, because traditionally most meals are not that much plant-based.
You're very correct.
Well, it depends on who you are. And also, like,
there's
traditional cooking methods might not be as efficient as like cooking with like natural gas today.
I hope you're not using your own gas to cook food. Jesus, that would taste
I wasn't
horrible.
necessarily saying that you would like. I wasn't saying that you would. I wasn't suggesting that you like light a fart on fire and like quickly stick a Frankfurter in it. I was thinking more of like, propane and natural gas style cooking could be more environmentally friendly than just like lighting other shit on fire. Not necessarily like actual fecal matter.
Okay.
I'm just saying that like traditional cooking, like burning shit isn't necessarily better for the environment, but I'm like, we're splitting hairs here. You know what? Light a bunch of wood on fire in your backyard and just hold some meat over top of it until it's looking good, and then gnaw down on it. That is very traditional.
There you go. Okay, so anyways,
and if it's sushi day, you don't even have to cook it.
You don't have to cook anything
as long as it's sushi grade. Yes, that is.
Yeah,
and
don't just bite into a raw fish and for heaven's sakes, please descale it first.
Dehead it, anyways, and detail it. Anyways, Oliman says February of 2023, I did the Neil show.
Yeah, but I think the one that I watched of yours when it was like your first one was like just you though. It was not somebody else's show.
No, I was like that's what me by my
Hi, Annex. Be safe.
Hi, Commander.
Hello.
Okay. So now that we've done that, as everybody vote in the poll, please vote in the poll. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds.
We've got 6 votes.
Okay. So now let's go ahead and we'll do this from the AP. Sex votes.
Yeah, I vote for sex, especially sex for me.
You mean in the dungeon, Brainless?
Could be. At this point, I don't care. It could be out in the middle of the street.
You're not as picky as you used to be.
I know you're an exhibitionist too.
Yes.
Oh no! It wasn't me on that train. No.
Okay.
Was somebody on the train? What did I miss?
Right.
Sex on the train. You missed it. You missed sex on the train.
Sex on a train.
Anyways,
all right.
Yeah.
That's years ago.
I did see Snakes on a Plane, and I was expecting it to be a porn, but it turned out not to be.
I did Sex on a Bus.
There's probably a porn version of that.
Crash was better.
What was better?
Definitely, but Crash.
Yeah.
Crash?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like the David Cronenberg movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, so
sex and car crashes.
Yep.
Yes, definitely.
That was the tagline.
Yes. So let's watch this cute little robot.
Your name is Rex. Are you a petite garçon or petite ville? Okay.
He's
Greg
so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wally. Can you jump?
He's so cute.
Look. Watch.
That's not real.
Wow.
That's not real.
Can you dance?
What does he cost?
I don't care what him. I don't have any money. It doesn't matter what he costs anyway. He's so cute.
Well, I think I just want to let you know I am the keynote presenter. So I need you to behave. I need you to behave for a few seconds. I need you to behave for a few seconds. Could you sit? Sit.
You didn't say please.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what we should do? Let's take a picture of everybody. Yeah. Bam, bam.
Oh, it's so cute.
I want more of that. I want more
That
of
is
that content.
fucking adorable.
More of that content.
In 2016,
Humans.
Hold on. We have things we should get through. Well, but let's see if we have any other. I have stuff about chainmail.
Yeah. Ooh, and physics. Chainmail with physics. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Are you talking about like chain letters? Or are you talking about like
Chain
armor
mail.
made out of little chain things?
So
Chain
they
mail.
made this.
M-A-I-L-L.
They made this new chainmail. They made this new chainmail that's more 3D, or it other layers on it that defy physics.
That's
I
fun.
will get into.
That's impossible.
Yes. Ooh, what?
Hold
your
on,
bat's
well, let's
unusual
get
encounter with what? There's bats.
Okay, hold on.
You have bats?
Wait, what?
There was one.
Oh yeah, I have the bat. Yeah, I have the bat thing. Yeah. Hold on. Let's get to. Well, let's
freaking bats.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Calm down, girl. Calm down.
Let's do this first. Let's do this first, and then we'll do
No,
that, and then we'll get into those. Yeah,
can't
let's do
either.
this. Let's do this.
Keep it in your pants, Sally.
So I was
I
on the
don't have
website for the
anything
new
outside
Trump
of my
phone,
pants,
right?
dog.
And it says customers can make.
Okay. Here we go. Watch this.
So I was on the website for the new Trump phone, right? And it says customers can make the switch to Trump Mobile with just a short phone call to 888-TRUMP-45. Okay, and that's a link on the website, right?
Okay, and watch
when you
watch what happens when you click them.
Oh no!
Call it, click it directly from the website. This is what happens.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed, including the area code.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
Their
website doesn't
the parade with the squeaky tanks. Oh my god! Of course it doesn't work.
So basically now you can opt in, so you can so telling your provider ways know 100% sure that every conversation you have is being logged and recorded and timestamped and
Well, and his phones are all made in
transcripted.
China. All his phones are made in China, and I don't know if we have a thingy about no. But
Do you have the
anyways,
quote of him saying he doesn't believe in telephones?
I don't
Like he
have
said that
offhand.
this week.
No,
He
I
said
believe-
that in
I
the
believe
last
it.
week. He actually said that.
Like he doesn't
No,
believe
but
in telephones. I mean, is that
Like
was
he
that
doesn't
his
believe in
excuse for
using
not
them
calling walls?
to communicate.
But also, isn't it illegal for a president to also conduct business?
Yes.
Yeah,
course it
it's
is, but
that's
so
why
is almost everything he
Eric
does.
and Donnie Jr. are shilling it. They're just putting his face and name on it. Apparently, it's a $100 Chinese phone with a gold paint job on it.
Yeah, and it's for $500 you're gonna pay. Anyways, you remember when people were freaking about Hunter Biden's laptop and him supposedly getting money from foreign places? Oh, what the fuck is happening with Trump and his kids right now? Why are the fuck are we not arresting them? What the fuck is going on, you crackheads? Okay, anyways,
there might be some double standards.
Yeah.
well, obviously it's the rich protecting the rich, and that's what's going on.
Yeah, but the
is-
Bidens are rich too.
well, but they're not as
They're not nearly as rich, I don't think. Like
the Trumpenites
have money.
Yeah, but the Trumpenites put themselves in those places to do what they're doing right now. They literally, for the past, since the first time he got into office, they've been working with people like the Federal Foundation or whatever it's called for Project 2025, which is the fifth version of their thing. Yeah, the Heritage. There you go. Thank you. And then the blah 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 and yakety schmackety, and then that's why Elon came on and blah blah, and then Bill, not Bill Gates, the other dude, and then yeah. So that's why it happened. Anyways, let's crack on. Hopefully the House of Cards will fall, but we'll see how soon it happens. But anyways, let's crack on with this. If you don't know, there's a demon.
The demon orb is here.
And Slim, you know what the stupid thing is? Like this is I'm being critical of the Democrats now, but and like the normal Republicans, because you guys do realize that the second Civil War has already started.
Yeah.
It's just one side not fighting back yet.
I don't know if it's just isolated to us, but we'll see. Because now we're dealing with the other thingy-mabobber that's been happening that I really don't want to talk about until other stages. But most of us should know who Vermin Supreme is, but I don't know if Kitty Cat knows. So here we go, and let's watch him. Okay, he's amazing. I love this guy so much. He's one of my favoriteest politicians in the world. One of my only favorite. Never mind, there's a couple. But anyways, let's crack on. So I'm going to play this. I'll be right back.
2016 was such a shit scene, but we're going to make it happen this year. We're going to legalize shrooms. We're going to have the new summer of love.
Hot dogs and applesauce. Hot dogs and applesauce.
Hot dogs and applesauce. You know, it's all about the First Amendment. It's all about some people just hanging out, peaceably assembling, and obviously that's what's going on. Can I come through this way?
What the? Here again!
I command you to stand down!
I love him so much.
Officers, this is the President of America!
He said, I'm the President of America. Oh, Jesus. Okay, all right, let's do one thing, and then we'll get into the stuff and things. Let's talk about bats.
Freaking
bats. This is going to get batshit crazy.
It's after
freaking bats.
Okay, so let's get into where it actually tells us what's really going on, because it just talks about this is one of those carnivorous plants, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to get to where we'll actually start talking about what the bat does, because they explain the carnivorous plant. I think we all know what one of these plants is. So let's crack on.
To reflect the bat's sonar.
No.
Draw it in.
No.
Just wait to find out why, though. Hold on, kitty.
You mean find out why he got stuck? Because I know why.
No, hold on.
After a night's hunting, this bat needs a place to shelter. Rather than fall into its lethal pool, the bat fits snugly into the pitcher's tapered cup.
Oh, isn't that cute? And it just sleeps there. That's where it stays during the day. So it's hidden, and it's not going to ever get messed with. It's protection.
All right.
In the heat of the day, the pitcher's waxy walls even keep its guest cool.
Yeah, so it keeps it cool, and it's its little home.
How
and then
the
at night,
benefits only becomes apparent at dusk. The nocturnal guest awakens.
So
oh my God! Don't tell me that. Don't tell me it poops in there, and then the plant eats the poop. I know that's what's gonna. I know, but yeah.
Protein.
Leaving behind its payment.
Nice poop.
All right.
Nutrient-rich bat droppings.
Okay, well that makes sense. I mean, there you go. So yeah, that's why that plant is still around, because of that. Now let's go ahead and we'll go and get into some of the other news things.
And come on, you didn't go by that without saying batshit crazy.
Batshit crazy. There we go.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Now let's go ahead and see what the poll is. We'll check the poll. It looks like we're at. You ready, Brainless?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we blow. And we're going to go ahead. And it's going to be, well, if anybody else could vote. And if not, I'm going to stop this in like 10 second, but
9.
it's 43. Limb regrowth, human spaceflight, and then heart disease app is third or second, technically, because there's a tie for human spaceflight and limb regrowth. And Pogobot is 0, which I thought that was what people are going to go for, but I do understand the other thing. Pogobot, yes.
Yeah.
People probably thought it was a sex toy.
They would have
No.
clicked on it.
Because otherwise, I would have voted for that.
Okay, I am ending it right now. Just put it in, and then
The side chat, the private chat.
Do we need a tiebreaker? Because I never had a chance to vote.
Oh, yes, that's what I just asked for.
Oh, well, I can't vote while I'm driving. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and now you are a moderator, Kitty. Okay, there we go. Now you're blue. And if you don't know where to go to, putting on the Ritz. Okay, anyways, so now we have this, and I'm gonna go ahead and I want to do we're gonna do space flight first, but fuck it.
All right. That's the one I was gonna tiebreak it for, so
sweet.
That's great. All right.
Human space flight. Let's see.
Now, is this where like humans are gonna like just go like suitless and shipless, like right into space?
Yeah. We're gonna test that on Mega. Like we're gonna shoot them straight into the sky. Strap a rocket on their back and then
Musk's technology.
Straight up.
Yeah, and then let's see how far they get. And when we're done with them, we're doing the flat earthers.
Yes, totally. No, this is not one of Elon Musk's projects. So the exploration company outlines plans for human spaceflight in this cute little thingy-mabobber. So you can have 2 people go into space. The European startup, the Exploration Company, which is developing a cargo vehicle with a key test flight launching within days, says it has long-term plans to be able to fly people as well. They unveiled the thingy-mabobber June 16th. They intend to send a test flight to the International Space Station in 2028 through a European Space Agency program. And their intention is to put up cargo at first, but they say they want to eventually put humans in that thingy of the mabobbers. It's looking into providing a crew that maybe can go to the ISS. They're trying to work on a vehicle that they can dock with it. It's going to be a $1.15 billion project, or 1 billion euros.
All right. That's pretty cheap.
The spacecraft is 1.6 tons and the diameter of 2.5 meters is what they're saying.
Okay. That's pretty small.
Yeah, well, that's what. Yeah, it's a little tunny. It's a little tunny thing.
It's a kiddie pool.
Yeah, it's a little tunny thing. Let's see.
I mean, but how long do you want to sit still in a kiddie pool for?
Right.
Not very
Your
long.
legs are gonna crack up, man.
Yeah, it says it can hold or carry 300 kilograms of cargo.
Not much, but
that's
and that's obviously dependent on how heavy the person is. But
if it's just cargo, then.
So when they're gonna, when they do their test flight, they're gonna send it up for 3 hours in orbit before deorbiting, splashing down in the Pacific Ocean. So whenever that happens,
Pacific Ocean?
Yeah, this is a specific ocean.
Which specific one is that?
We're specific. Which specific ocean are we talking about?
Can you be more specific?
Yeah. Ha. Okay, all right. This one's a fun one, and at first I was like, okay, that's cute. But then after seeing so many people doing things on this, I was like, okay, well, we'll go over it.
All right.
Retinic acid breakdown is required for proximodistal positional identity during axial limb regeneration. Jesus.
A shodal.
And butthead. Thank you.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's a lot easier to pronounce traditionally than it's spelled. A shodal. Super easy.
Shodal.
A shodal.
A shodal.
Okay,
Like
so there is
like an axolotl.
That's what it is, but you pronounce it a shodal. Yeah.
A shodal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to just
all right.
get to the meat and potatoes of this, because there's a lot of big words up here that we don't need to read. So what it is,
they might be fun to read.
Some of us like big words.
Yeah, I'm already gonna have to read a bunch of big words, so we're already gonna go there. But here is the
you
meat.
said you like to read this kind of stuff.
I do. That's why I said But we don't. This, if I read it, it doesn't mean anything for anybody.
Well, yeah,
where
I mean,
this
it does.
It means a good laugh for us.
Yeah,
no, this is
kind of fun
for a reason, Slim.
Hold on, all of this is gonna be fun for you to laugh at me saying. Anyways, there's not small words here, so we're not. I'm not. Anyways, let's crack on. So what we're talking about is salamander limb regeneration is no exception, or is where they're finding the mesenteric chiamol cells, and including dermal fibroblasts and I hate this N-word, paraskeletal cells.
Sounds fun.
Paraskeletal. I'm sure you hit that one, right?
Yeah, that one.
De-differentiate into the more embryonic-like state and migrate to the tip of the amputated limb, only the tip, to form a blastema. That fucking word, cells
mesenchymal, probably.
Yeah, that's probably I would say okay. Within the blastema contain positional information which coordinates proximodicinal, which is PD from now on. If you see PD, that's what that means. Pattern re-establishment in the regenerative limb, enabling autopod forming blastema cells to distinguish the cells from the stylopod forming blastema cells. Woo! And it has been proposed that the continuous values of the positional information exist along the PD axis, and the thresholds of these values specifically specify limb segments. So
okay.
I
completely understand.
Yeah. Again, literally, they're just saying that these things are able to push these, I guess, like proteins or something to the end, and then the rest of them are taking it, and then they're like making it so the DNA can figure out what it's making again. If I'm reading this properly, but I could be off. But then, anyways, I want to say this so bad. These segments are generally established by the combination of homeobox genes, including the HOX and the MES genes, and each limb segment contains a unique epigenetic profile around these homeobox genes. So once again, it's this thing is able to put these proteins in these whatever to regenerate blastema cells into these specific places to regrow a limb. Yeah.
We've got a Dave in the side chat. Hey, Dave.
Hey,
Dave.
Oh, Hill Bigfoot.
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
How's it going?
But
so it sounds like there's a transition back to like more of like a stem cell type setup to get these things to work so that this regrowth can happen. But I've always understood these sort of limb regrowth capabilities in most animals grow little sort of stumpy things. They're never like a full a full, like, entirely, like, skeletal, muscle, nerve type regrowth, but they have some sort of a stump that kind of helps them peg leg along for the rest of their lives.
So
better than they would without or something. But is this like full limb regrowth we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Well, some lizards do completely regrow limbs.
Their tail. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like tails are but maybe tails are a bit more simple than like a limb with like a hand style end to them, which a lot of animals have.
So let's go ahead and answer that question for you because I have it right here. So, doing this blah 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 increases RA signaling and duplicates proximal skeletal structures. So they're able to do this, and I'm going to get just to the skeletal constructions of the regenitives. When they analyzed the abnormalities, they found out that it took only 7 days for them, but these are little tiny things. But no, when they looked at it, they found that the limbs that were regenerated without skeletal irregularities, the remaining limbs with 84.6% regress of the scalping of the failed to regenerate. Conversely, 92.3% of distally amputated limbs treated with blah 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 exhibited 61.2 or partial 30.1 zygopod duplications. So inhibited regeneration in 92.3 of the amputated limbs, while 7.2 were full humerus duplications. So it mainly it pretty much regenerates skeletal stuff. And that's on a very, very, very tiny little itty bitty scale though. So I mean, I don't know, but here when they're looking at this shows the limbs regrowing back on this being. So it started off with just this little thing, and then the skeletal started growing, and then the everything around it. So it regrew the bones and everything.
So basically,
a whole lot more functionality than previous
things. Technically,
then like my mind thinking like, how could that work? But like, so every cell knows what the cell next to it does, so that if it gets damaged, it can reproduce the cell next to it.
Well, that's why you have to put the whatever's next to it. So if you can inject that into that place, then maybe you could get it to happen. This is just the beginning of us understanding this concept. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the first time we've seen it work this way, and we found out it's a specific like enzyme or whatever that is causing it, and that's what we're looking at.
So is this an observation, or was this like a medical engineering thing where they made changes to see what mechanism causes something? Yeah. Oh, that is.
No, they
I find like some of these things seem like a little over the top. Like,
yeah, no.
But I get lab research on animals has given us a lot, and it just. I'm always on the fence about that. I hope they eat them afterwards so that they at least are food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like with this, it also kind of depends on how small of a lizard it is. You know, I don't know.
And this was salamanders, right? Not.
Yeah.
This was
not. They were little itty bitty things.
Yeah. Salamanders, not lizards, which are because a salamander is an amphibian.
Yeah.
But I have heard of now a lot of reptiles, which is lizards, they have weird things where they molt out of their skins, right? As they grow, they they can't stay in their skins, like snakes do that, and some lizards I think do it. And I don't know of this in amphibians, but I'm no expert. But amphibians and and lizards, like salamanders and lizards have like very similar body plans, but they're not really that similar, right? Like when you get right down to it and start looking at like how they eat and live and what environments they're in and stuff like that. Their habitats are quite different usually.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into this 14-year-old built an app that detects heart diseases in seconds.
Okay.
In
That's
trials
pretty cool.
in India, detected and diagnosed more than 40 patients with potential cardiovascular diseases, each within a span of 7 seconds. Not a doctor or a medical student for that matter. A 14-year-old was able to make this invention, which you just put it in your smartphone and it literally, you put it up to your heart and let's just go and watch it.
There must be some sensors in the phone that are working with that somehow.
No, like you can actually quite easily check your heartbeat with your phone. And what it
I knew about that,
like
but like these other, but that's somehow like with the camera or something, isn't it? Like it's reading.
Yeah, the camera.
It's using the flashlight and the camera.
And with the same
to get your pulse and stuff.
And in that same way, you could probably do something like this.
Yes. So
it seems like it'd probably make a good screening test, but you're going to tell us what really happened here, right, Slim?
Yes.
Siddharth Nandyala, a 14-year-old tech prodigy from Texas, has created an AI-powered app that detects heart diseases in just 7 seconds. Originally from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh, he holds the title of the world's youngest AI-certified professional.
So what Circadian AI essentially is it's an automated tool that just with 7 seconds of heart sound recording, it can give you a detailed
the sound.
So what you do is you put it up to your heart, and you ask it, you record, and then it's just listening to that beat for just 7 seconds.
With a microphone, neat.
Yep.
Synopsis of whether your heart has any abnormalities or whether you have a healthy heart.
With 96% accuracy rate, this groundbreaking technology has already been tested on more than 15,000 patients in the US and 700 in India. Siddharth's innovation revolutionized early heart disease detection. His work was highly praised by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu and Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan, who recognized him as a pioneer in AI-driven.
Yes, so that worked. Supposedly, it was like 95% accurate, or at least
it's enough to say, hey, get you to the cardiologist or an EKG or something, right? Like it's time, because like other tests will be more in depth, more accurate, and might pinpoint better what the problem is. But just knowing to go get checked is what this will do for you, right?
That's what we need. Is we need more of at-home
better
options.
Screening.
Yeah. Well, or just at home. Like if you can just like your doctor says, hey, here's like 3 apps to download, and just put your finger here, do this, do that, and then email me the results, or have the app send the results. Then you do need to go get this other screening, or we do need to start worrying about this now, or there is a problem here, or there are signs of it, or something. Okay,
that's often how these things work.
Yeah, so let's do the Pogo bot, and then we'll get into some more fun, cute stuff. And I was hoping Kitty would stay. I know, but she is a kitty. That's what happens. She gets distracted. So, this last one is UC Berkeley. This tiny Pogo robot has a unique locomotion style. It looks like that, and it bounces up and down. Pew, 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 pew. It's so cute. What's it for? I don't know. They were thinking it could be
concept.
Yeah, they were just making the locomotion style of a kangaroo, grasshopper, or rabbits. They just wanted to make a small robot with unusual movement style that could travel through challenging terrain is why they did it. And then there it is jumping again.
I believe also, like, if you make this in certain ways, this is very energy efficient.
Yeah,
like
I
believe
so.
like some of the jumping robots can take almost can take more than half of their energy from landing and store that back in to the system and reuse that the next time. Like,
yes. So they're saying that this could be for helping with disaster relief. Instead of putting rescuers in dangerous situations, you could just put this thing there, and if it has the right sensors, it could sense if people are trapped under rubble or things like that. There's 1.5 million probably uses for that thingies of the mobobbers. So there we go with those. Now let's get back into some fun, silly stuff. Let's get into Mike Lindell. Since Kitty's not here, we'll do silly stuff, or not silly stuff. But
are you saying Mike Lindell isn't silly?
No, he is. But here
he's pretty fucking silly.
What happened to Mike Lindell today?
Moments ago, a federal
it was yesterday.
jury in Colorado.
Yesterday, he lost a court case, I think.
Top Trump campaign donor Mike Lindell liable for defaming an employee of Dominion Voting Systems after the 2020 presidential election. Lindell was sued by Dominion executive Eric Coomer after he called Coomer a, quote, traitor and claimed he stole the election. Joining us now, MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin. Lisa.
Okay, we don't really need to hear any more than he lost the case. That's all we need to hear, because Jesus, Beavis. Okay, so two.
Have you seen his interview after, though?
Yeah, it's fucking insane. He's crazy for sure.
He like doubled down and said the same shit again.
No, I know he can't get out of it.
So that's another lawsuit then?
Probably.
I could be. I think he's like I can't lose because I'm right. That's what he's saying basically.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So here we go with this.
Years, Tim Freedy spent much of his spare time like this.
Black Mamba.
Taking bites from his pets, some of the deadliest snakes on the planet. So why face something even the bravest action heroes usually fear?
I hate snakes, suck! The reason behind it is I didn't want to die from snake bite. I didn't want to use antivenom. I didn't want to lose a finger.
Despite lacking a formal scientific education, Freedy developed a system to build up a resistance, starting with small injections of venom and building.
Oh my God, fucking people are crazy.
Yeah.
The full-on bites.
Very painful.
But there were setbacks.
Well, the first year I started doing this, it was a total disaster. I ended up in the hospital in a coma on 9/20.
No way! You ended up in the hospital in a
holy
coma?
shit, really? No way, he fucked this up all on his own.
After injecting yourself with fucking poison, you dumb cunt? What the fuck did you think was happening, you twat whistle?
Well, the day after.
It might have been a toxin.
After 2 cobra bites.
Eventually,
Jesus.
Freedy had the idea
But you know what's even crazier is what's going to come up next. Well, just listen to what happens now.
his blood could be used by scientists to develop a better kind of antivenom and tackle a global problem.
At least his douche ass is going to be good for something.
Yeah.
At least somehow he's going to be part of science. And he's going to help people not die.
Like,
but,
yeah,
dude,
it's a bit a stupid way of just doing it, like, especially without a doctor. But then again, like, if you tell a doctor, I'd want to do that, then every doctor will going to tell you, no, you're not.
It's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has some, like, there is some,
do realize,
there's
like,
some ability to build up resistance to certain types of toxins and things, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, you could fuck this up and be worse than in a coma.
Yeah.
So I'm no doctor, but I do highly recommend don't do this, even though my thoughts and opinions are my own, as per the disclaimer.
Yes.
You might need to play the disclaimer again, Slim. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and like, but also like all the doctors will tell him like, don't do it. But as soon as he does it himself, they jump at it to use him for research.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and play this.
Excuse you?
Yep.
This is an Umi. They're adorable little creatures full of personality and affection. Umi love to just be by your side. Whether you're avoiding distractions or going on all kinds of adventures. And they especially love a good pet. Life's pretty good for an Umi. But even they have days where things don't quite go as expected.
Yeah, he probably should benefit from that.
Luckily, Umi are good at making the most of whatever happens.
Is it a real thing or is this AI?
No, this is a real thing. And it's got little ears that go up and you can pet it and stuff, but it does, that's all that it does is just this. So it's not that great, but it's a cute little thing. And now let's go
that's
ahead
what I said.
and... Oh, crap. I didn't. That's okay. I'll just do it this way. So now let's go over the Trump phone really quick. The new smartphone under Trump. Okay, just making sure I was sharing. The brand unveils its by his eldest son. The advertising cost is $499 to be manufactured in the U.S. The phone truly made in the U.S. would cost $1,000, so it's obviously not that. So they are lying about it being made here in America.
Trump's lies? No, never.
Yeah, no shit, yeah.
He's never lied.
Is there actually a video of it? Let's see. After this. No, come on, play.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Let's listen to this. Come on, play it.
President Trump's sons are launching a new phone company called Trump Mobile. It comes with a gold-colored smartphone. The announcement comes 10 years to the day since the launch of President Trump's first campaign. The phone will cost you about $500. It comes out in August.
But then if you look at it, you have to do you have to put down $100. You have to change your phone number. It was definitely not made in America. They believe that it's made in China.
It's a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and that too.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at the Umi.
Oh, the Umi.
That's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
106 Australian dollars.
Yes. So there is the Trump phone, and it's definitely they lied to you about the things.
Yeah, no, but it's not just the phone. You'll also have a Trump as your provider.
Yeah, I know.
They will probably be blocking all mental health services, like if you like the suicide hotlines and shit like that.
Well, and you don't think they're going to be fucking taking all your data? I mean, obviously. Jeez.
Oh yeah, like if you call like anything, any support for if you're trans or whatever or gay, like they will probably come and pick you up. That's what they like. Oh my god, that's fucking. You're gonna have your president be your cell phone provider.
Yeah, that's insane to think about. That's like
that's not insane. That is baseline fascism.
That's dictatorship, fascism, all of the. I mean, literally, this is insane where we are going. Like, I can't even believe we're here. And then, literally, we're on the edge of World War III. So, Jesus Christ, Beavis and Butthead. Okay, folks, this is where we're going to get out of here. It's been a long day, and we'll see you tomorrow for Pride Night. We're going to go over Pride Month and the parades and the history. And I have a bunch of TikToks, Pride TikToks and things and stuff that we'll go over. So we'll have a lot of fun tomorrow with that. So thank you all very much for being here. Make sure that you like the stream, share, watch again. Click on the products at the bottom above the description and all of that. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Same freak channel, same freak time. Later, bitches. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.